Hi, if you're watching this, it's because either myself or another Mary Kay consultant has given you samples of our 3D liquid foundation. And I want to just quickly explain to you how to test to see which foundation is right for you. Because I think that I don't know why, but we have just been taught that we should check it on our inside of our wrists or on our arms or on our faces somewhere. But really with foundation, it can be tricky because we really want to make sure that it's flawless. And the way to do that is to make sure that a foundation blends into your neck, right? We don't want to look like Snooki. We don't want to look like we have one color here and a completely different color here. So one of the things you really want to be aware of when you're trying foundations is doesn't blend into your neck. And the best way to do that is to apply foundations that you're trying, whether they're Mary Kay or not, here on your jawline, right? So part of it is on the cheek and it goes into the neck a little bit. I'm not saying it has to be like a 3-inch long strip, but I want the majority of it to be right here. And you were probably given multiple colors from your Mary Kay consultant, and I want you to try all of them, kind of like a swatch test. Test them all, okay? Right there. And just remember what order you put them in. Also, we have ones that have a purple stripe for our matte foundation and a pink stripe for our luminous foundation. It doesn't matter which one you get. The shades are pretty identical in either formula. So just because you have maybe a different formula than the skincare that you're using doesn't mean the color is going to be off, right? Maybe that consultant or myself only has them in matte, right? So try it in matte, but we will give you the actual size foundation in the right formula for you, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to want to open it, and you could use a finger. If you have a sponge tip applicator, you could use that as well, but you want to make sure you keep the stripe really small, right? We don't want to take up too much room, probably like the width of a finger. So you could take a finger and kind of put a stripe there of it, right? And you're going to stripe it on, and then you're going to do the next one next to it, right? And then the next one if you have 3, and then you're going to wait. I know this is the hard part. You need to wait like 30 to 40 seconds for it to start to blend into your skin. Okay, maybe when you first put them on, they're all gonna look like they're not the right color, but that's because it has to take time to blend into your skin. So after about 30 seconds, I want you to take either a different finger or a different sponge tip applicator, and I want you to stipple. That's a fancy way of saying dab, okay? I want you to dab and blend each of those stripes in a little bit more, and one of them is going to disappear unless you got the wrong colors. But hopefully at least one, maybe 2 are going to basically disappear, and you're not going to be able to tell where they were, right? And that's how we know which color is right for you. It is best to do this without makeup on, and preferably in natural light, because artificial light can be really hard, and it can be hard to tell which one is right for you. So I would encourage you to do this in front of a window or something if you can, or when there's natural light if possible. And you'll want to do the stripe test right here on either side. It doesn't matter. Make sure to wait that 30 seconds, then blend it in, and then you'll be able to tell which one is right. And if none of them are right, tell your consultant and she will get you new samples, okay? But hopefully we have found the right shade for you, because these are made with something called IntelliMatch technology. Mary Kay basically surveyed, I want to say it was either 1,000 or 3,000. So at least 1,000 different skin tones around the world, because what they realized was our last liquid foundation, we didn't have shades that covered all of the different skin tones. We had most, but there were people who didn't even fit into our color line. So they wanted to make sure that no matter what your skin tone was, we could find a match for you. And so I've actually found that sometimes there are 2 matches that work for somebody, which is great. I'd rather have more matches than none, right? But I just think it's really amazing that Mary Kay took the time to develop this new foundation that has this technology in it to make sure that every woman can find the right foundation shade for her, because no more do we want you to go into anywhere that you buy makeup and just stand in front of that wall, blindly staring at it I have no idea what color I am. Let us help you take the guesswork out of it, okay? Request samples from your consultant if you haven't already, and if you have, let her know which ones work, and we can't wait to help you find the right shade for you.